Alright. Here we have comics here on Next Video Comics. Transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail. Basically, me reacting to what's a screencast on YouTube TV alert. The response to comments I'm in against these demon lifestyles and a few other things. There was something I had been doing for some of these videos, and yeah, I'm checking out some more of this nice, not safe for work fan art. Yeah, and yeah, it's looking real good. My gosh. Introduction. Yeah. Great to see. Some stuff. Yes, indeed. The PBS characters from Arthur. They're all grown up. There's some girls, the older sisters and mothers, and everything like that. They're looking all kinds of good already, and now they're all grown up, and yeah, stuff's happening. And it's like, yeah, this is when they got old enough, that's what's gonna happen. It's awesome. Like seeing Rugrats all grown up stuff. It's wonderful. Might go there next. Oh yeah. Whoever this artist is on this Author for Work site, they like their Arthur characters. So yeah, showing off all these cute girls, all grown up and enjoying themselves in so many different ways, and it's wonderful. Oh yeah. Let's continue on here though. We gotta talk about the hate mail though. Okay. Transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail, basically we to. Okay, alright, went through that, okay. Basically, we still have this girl, first of all, the ovaries, who's lying about being male, saying she's a boy because she's FTM, transgender person. She's trying to say she's a boy and trying to rationalize how that's not a lie or whatever. That if she doesn't do it, she'll die. But I'm like, no, of what? Preventable causes. So yeah, you gotta learn to get over that stuff. Fight against that stuff. Because it's life. You gotta learn to live with people hating on you because of wrong reasons. They hate on you because of your appearance. They're gonna do it. Doesn't mean there's wrong with your appearance. It's because they're idiots. Let's get the order. Come on. The girl says, yeah, perhaps another episode of this. Here's what I know I have really against you. I think your art is really cool. I've seen some older pics, and I can say that you've definitely improved a lot. You're clearly very passionate about it. I can tell you have a lot of people. You got a lot of people who really appreciate your comics, and I encourage you to continue making them and improving and coming up with the greatest stories. I too have an account, and I recognize how difficult it can be to make art, especially comics. So great work. Also, if I may make a suggestion, YouTube link to other people who are lying about their radical sex. You have to watch episode 2 of this show when you get the time, if you get the time. I know they're a bit long. These two ladies and dudes who want to be girls are doing much more explaining trans issues than I ever could. They talk about reparations for trans people, which I said is basically like if someone decides to speed, go above the speed limit, and they get pulled over or get in an accident, and then they're like, oh no. I got consequences to my actions. I need someone else to pay for them. I'm like, nope. You did that yourself. You chose to do that stuff yourself, and there's the consequences to those actions. Stop it. Stop doing that stuff. And that's how it goes. Now let's continue on here with this stuff here. I say, thanks for complimenting my art, but I still have to ask, if it isn't for a better treatment, then why haven't any outward sign of transitioning at all? That's the issue. You say you don't fit into a female body, but it's just a body. Yes, it may not look like you want to, but it's yours. You have to learn to live with it without lying about your biological sex. I'll see this link you sent, and then we'll talk about it. It took a long time to figure out how to get it to work for some reason, but I did. They didn't like it. Did not like it. Nope, because there was more lying on deceit. These dudes lying to say these women, and they're hoping that the government, give them a bailout or some bullcrap. We will start treating them like they want to be treated, which is wrong. So no, not good. And girl says, no problem, NP. It's indeed better for treatment of my condition. It is indeed for better treatment of my condition through lies. Yes, it is the only body I have, and I'd rather not change it. But I'm not disassociating. Basically, disassociating is a thought process that's wrong. You're basically going like, no, let's ignore reality. That's disassociating. Let's ignore reality. Oh no, that's not a vulva. That's something else. What's wrong? Stop doing that. It's just this really weird, unpleasant fear. It's like you're on an alien planet. Bad thought process. Continuing with the planet metaphor, it's like an imperfect planet and more like one that's just not meant to accommodate me through lies. So bad. Not as much as like was the oceans were bigger, or the forests were greener, or the mountains were craggier. It's like everything's flowing a symbiosis that doesn't account for me, according to the lies I was told. You have to learn to go along with it. As much as I would love to live on a carefree on my planet, you have to learn to. It doesn't have the resources for me to thrive, according to the lies I was told. So I must import resources from elsewhere through lies. Poisoning the planet. This hormone therapy. Or take what I already have and change it a little, or get rid of all the things that are dangerous through lies. Makes sense? Yeah, through lies, it does. And perhaps God didn't make a mistake. Perhaps he intended to be born male, but then, like the intersex people, the devil came and messed things up. Nope. That's not how that works. And I said, not when everything works like it's supposed to. Also, I had some trouble watching the video he sent me a link to. Click. Yeah. And the girl's like, if everything works like it's supposed to, why doesn't it feel that way? Because that feeling is wrong. If your body gets a clean bill of health from a doctor, then it's okay, no matter what the feelings say. Because you got to learn to resist. You got to learn to say what a feeling says something wrong. You got to learn to put it in its place. Learn that. We're learning that with fear. They got to learn that with fear as well. Because it's like, oh no. What should I do? The people out there that don't like people of my color, yeah, who cares? They're wrong. I'm wrong with my color. Black people with that body proportions, yeah, who cares? They're wrong. That's wrong with your body. They're wrong. Continue on. No matter what feelings say. And the girl says, well, here's the thing. Mental health is important too. Yes, but mental health is best served by learning to live in reality, not trying to hide from it. There's no reason for me to absolutely destroy my brain. And she thinks that living in reality is destroying her brain. It's not. It's helping her brain do better. Because there's nothing wrong with my body. There isn't. You can't put a fish in the desert and expect the fish to cove. It's not a desert. But you're not in a desert. You're in an old human body. Also, just think your body won't destroy your brain. It will be unpleasant, but it's important for everyone to do. Also, I finally saw those people whose videos had to leak. They showed me that their transgender lifestyles worse than I thought. They're talking about representations for trans people who are giving therapy they didn't like. Outrageous. They're not a race that was enslaved. They're people that are making the wrong choices in life. We shouldn't have to pay for their mistakes. Outrageous. You were tortured in an attempt to change something about you that can't be changed. According to lies I was told. Well, that's your own fault. Yes, conversion therapy is torture. Actual physical torture. Actually, you can change that stuff once you know what it is. Temptation to sin. Transgender feelings are not race related. They're a bad belief system. They're part of a bad belief system. A bad one. What of a belief system? A bad one. And the girl says, all right, then prove it. Oh, yes, a lot of immutable things are not race related. You believe that there are male and female feelings, which there aren't. And you have not have to lie about your Michael sex when you don't. And dysphoria is right when it's not. So I haven't got any sources that I like. Girl says. That you care about. I've shown you scientific evidence of what's truly male, truly female. You literally just sent me a definition of ovary and testicle. That's truly male, truly female. There's nothing about trans people, except that they are confused about what makes someone male or female. Because I know the difference between male and female, and male and man, and female and woman. So that man is slang term for male, and woman is slang term for female. It's not the case, because that ruins our argument. That makes us so we're lying. Yep, you're lying. Stop lying about Michael sex. You are lying. Stop lying about Michael sex. I'll go phrases like, take it like a man, or you throw it like a girl exists. Obviously based on stereotypes of what males and females like, supposedly. Because, well, yes, no one's saying gender stereotypes are bad. That's not what trans people come from. It totally was trans people come from. Then where do they come from? Well, we're born with this body dysphoria. No, you learn it over time. Based on our bodies, through lies. The social dysphoria extends from that, through lies. I don't know what it happens. It does happen because you're a bad educator. Don't ask. But my best guess is that it's only sort of like autism, where the results from your brain being wired differently. Nope. There's not a result from autism. It's something like autism. I don't agree. I say. I believe that people born with normal human bodies are not born hating them. They'll learn over time because of bad teaching. So they need to do something better. This is the end of it. So the beginning of it was this part. And the end of it is this part. Oh my gosh. So they need to do something better. Source that I like. No, will not engage in the arguments until you provide credible through lies, real bias through lies, sources back to the above, and the back of the above and back of the above. That is a of things I quite clearly already know with your added commentary of lies, of truth. When I look at the testicles, these are made by sources that show what is truly male and truly female. When a trans person says the opposite, they are lying. And that's it. The end of that argument with that girl wants to be a boy. Never will be a boy, ever. She's lying about her biological sex, and that's not good, but, definitely was getting it wrong, and that sucks. Okay, get out of here. I don't need that. Get on here. We have a little time left, so I'll say see you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube, DeviantArt. We continue on with this stuff with more people getting these wrong in life. If you try to shoot them out.